Hello everybody, Tyson again, and welcome to Commons Foods at Home. Today, we're going to talk about kitchen basics, the boning knife. This is a boning knife. It's narrow, thin, and pointy. Really good for dealing with meats. First thing we're gonna do with the boning knife is skinning salmon. Now, usually if you buy salmon at the grocery store, they'll have it in little fillets like this. Now, I don't mind eating the skin. That's a cultural thing. I actually love it. But a lot of people don't. So, we're gonna take this guy who's thin and pointy to de-skin it. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create an incision right at the end. Then we're gonna curve the knife until it's parallel to the skin. Just that. And then we're gonna slide the knife back and forth, holding this flap that you've created just down, like so. And boom, you got the skin removed from the salmon. Most people at this point will take out the blood vein right here that runs along the skin side of the salmon towards the middle. And all you gotta do is a simple V-cut. Boom. There you go. And that part is then cleaned. All right. Our next thing that we're gonna do is demoting a chicken thigh. All right. Before we do that, I'm gonna wash my hands and wash the knife. Now that I have it washed, I'm just gonna clean the knife real quick and then grab my chicken. And there we go. So it's just a chicken hind quarter. So we're gonna have to deal with 3 bones. All right? We're gonna have to deal with the bone here, the femur right here, and the hip bone right there. But before I get to that, I'm gonna clear up the playing field a little bit. Now, the boning knife is surprisingly very much like a scalpel when it's being used in this manner. So you take the tip and you just kind of run it across and open up the skin like so. Then you run your knife towards the contour of the chicken. Whoop. Leave that to the side. Then the next thing we want to deal with is this hip bone. So you're going to feel around and you can feel the bone right there. Now there's a ball and socket joint that we're going to take care of. So we're going to run our knife, tip of our knife, to reveal where that socket joint is. I'm going to run it out this way too. All right, and just like so, and slide it across the bone and open up the flesh. And right there. Now there's going to be some connective tissue and tendons and veins. What I'm going to do is actually kind of bend it back like that, and you heard a little bit of a crack. And there you go. Now that that's revealed, I'm going to take the tip of the knife again and separate the two. Notice I'm doing tiny little scores across the bone, trying to keep as much meat as possible. All right, that's the hip bone. The next thing we're gonna do is remove the fibula right here. Now, the nice thing about when you get to a chicken quarter to this point, there's guidelines with the fat here and here. So what I'm gonna do is create a small little incision to reveal the joint right there. Excellent. See? Then I'm gonna run my knife ever so much like a scalpel until I find the bone. There it is. Right there. All right, I'm gonna take the tip of my knife and run it across the bone. And then I'm gonna separate these two bones connecting. Again, take it, bend it back, like so. And it reveals itself right there. All right, get my scalpel, dip my point in there, and cut around. Reveal it a little bit more. Like that. And I'm going to slide my knife to go around the bone. And then when I feel like I could get to it, maybe a little bit more over here. See that there's tendons right there, right here, connecting it. Just slice into that, slice into that, like so. Right there, it's still connected right there. So I'm going to take that tiny little tip, bring it back. I just felt it go by. I'm going to cut off the bone right there. Then run my knife across the bone until it's released. Now some people will just pull it out, which you can. I wanted to show what the knife could do. Then I'm gonna cut in a little bit and just flatten out that piece, that piece, and boom. Oh, maybe take away a little bit, trim it so it looks nice. Trim the fat there, and boom, right there. So, there you go. I got thigh meat, that's boneless. Then I got a drumstick that still has the bone in it. Now, I could continue on and take out this bone as well. But what I'm gonna use this for, I kinda like the presentation of that. What I might do is create an incision right here, just to separate it a little bit more. And just lightly making cuts. And boom, there we go. So, on another episode, we'll cook this thing. If you like this episode, like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, have a good day.